Welcome back to the Investing Talk podcast. Today, we're going to be looking at a company
Okay.
that's making some serious waves
Mm-hmm.
in the healthcare tech world.
All right.
Tempus AI, ticker symbol TEM.
Interesting.
They're doing some pretty remarkable things lately, especially when you look at
Nice.
their stock performance.
Okay.
I mean, this is a company that's working in a sector that's just
Right.
absolutely exploding right now.
For sure.
And get this,
Yeah.
just on January 21st,
Mm-hmm.
their stock price jumped a massive 36%.
Wow.
So have you ever wished that managing your health data was easier?
Oh, yeah.
What if there was an app that could make sense of it all?
That would be amazing.
Well, that's exactly what's got everyone talking about Tempus AI.
Interesting. So what do they do?
Well, they've really grabbed the attention
Yeah.
of healthcare professionals and investors alike
Okay.
because they're really at the forefront of this whole wave of AI in healthcare.
Yeah.
They're not just riding it, they're actively shaping it, particularly in the field of precision medicine.
Okay. So for our listeners who may not be familiar with Tempus AI,
Right.
what exactly do they do?
So in a nutshell, they use the power of artificial intelligence
Okay.
to really personalize patient care.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine medical treatments that are tailored to your unique genetic makeup,
Wow.
lifestyle, even your environment.
That's incredible.
That's the kind of future that Tempus AI is working towards.
So they're not just some small startup.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
They've already formed partnerships with
I
some
see.
major tech companies,
Right.
which says a lot about their potential.
All right. So we've got AI, healthcare, big name partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely sounds like a recipe for success.
Right.
But what exactly drove that massive 36% stock surge?
So there were two major factors at play here.
Okay.
First, they launched a game-changing new product called Olivia,
Olivia.
which is their AI-powered
Okay.
personal health concierge app.
So tell me more about Olivia.
So Olivius is really creating a buzz,
Yeah.
and you can see why.
Yeah.
I mean, this app centralizes all your health data,
Okay.
from doctor's visits, lab results,
Mm-hmm.
even devices like your Apple Watch or your Google Fit.
Oh, wow.
And then it uses AI to analyze it all
Okay.
and give you personalized insights.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so think about that.
Yeah.
You've got personalized healthcare recommendations right in your pocket.
So it's positioned Tempus AI as a real leader in this space.
A real leader, absolutely.
Okay. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's like having a super smart health expert available 24/7.
Wow.
It feels like they've tapped into something that we all need,
Yeah.
like to understand our own health data without
Right.
needing a medical degree.
Yeah.
But there's another big reason for the stock surge, right?
Okay.
One that really turned heads.
What was that?
So there was an investment that really sent ripples through the financial world.
Okay.
It came from a pretty prominent figure.
All right, let's have it.
Who was this investor?
Yeah.
None other than former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Wow. Really?
She purchased 50 call options with a $20 strike price.
Okay.
Basically, this was a substantial investment
Yeah.
that really signaled her confidence in Tempus AI's future.
That's a big deal.
Now, we all know Nancy Pelosi has a reputation for making pretty smart investment moves.
Yeah, she does.
So when she does something like this, people pay attention.
Right.
It definitely adds to the excitement
For sure.
around Tempus AI.
Absolutely. Her involvement has definitely fueled their momentum.
Yeah.
So we've got this groundbreaking product launch, a high-profile investment,
Yeah.
and a stock price that's, soaring.
Yeah.
Tempus AI is definitely a company to watch right now.
It does sound like they're in a great position.
Yeah.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves before we get too carried away.
Right.
What does their financial picture look like at the moment?
So as of now, Tempus AI has a market cap of approximately $7.39 billion.
Okay.
However, they currently have a negative EPS of
Negative EPS.
negative 5.10.
What does that mean for potential investors?
Well, it's not unusual for growth-oriented companies,
Okay.
especially in, cutting-edge fields like AI healthcare, to really prioritize growth over immediate profitability.
Okay.
They're investing heavily in research and development,
Right.
expanding their reach, building for the future.
Mhm.
Their focus is really on the long term.
Okay.
And when you look at their revenue growth, things get really interesting.
All right. Let's hear those numbers.
So their revenue has just skyrocketed year over year,
Yeah.
going from $320.67 million
Mhm.
to $531.82 million.
Wow.
That's a whopping 65.85% increase.
Those numbers are impressive.
Yeah,
They're clearly doing something right.
they are.
So what's the expert opinion? What are they saying about their future prospects?
So analysts have set an average price target of €57.20 for Tempus AI, which suggests a potential for over 63% growth
Wow.
from the current price.
All right, but of course, it's important to remember
Yeah.
that the stock market can be, well,
Unpredictable.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Tempus AI is no exception.
Right.
And there are some potential risks to keep in mind.
Absolutely. What kind of risks are we talking about?
So one is regulatory hurdles.
Okay.
New medical technologies often face a lot of scrutiny, right?
Yeah.
Another one is competition. I mean, the healthcare tech sector is hot.
For sure.
So companies need to stay innovative to stay ahead.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've covered a lot about Tempus AI's journey
Mm-hmm.
and their exciting future prospects.
Yeah.
But before we move on, let's briefly touch upon some technical analysis
Okay.
for those who,
Right.
follow those trends.
Okay, so let's break it down in a way that's easy for everyone to understand.
Okay.
Currently, the stock is trading above its 50-day moving average,
Okay.
which is generally considered a positive sign. However, it's trading below its 200-day moving average.
Okay.
So, bit of a mixed signal there.
So there's some positive and some cautious signals.
Yeah.
Anything else that our listeners should know?
Yeah, so the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, sits around 42.
Okay.
This basically means the stock isn't considered overbought
Mm-hmm.
and could potentially climb higher.
Okay.
And then we should also touch upon support and resistance levels.
Right.
Currently, Tempus AI has strong support at 31.83
Okay.
and resistance around 52.40.
So breaking through that 52.40 resistance level
Yeah,
could be a sign of even further growth.
exactly.
Now, before we dive deeper into Tempest AI's journey,
Oh,
let's hear a quick word from our sponsors.
All right.
We'll be right back with more on Investing Talk Podcast.
Sounds good. Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast.
So before the break, we were discussing Tempest AI's recent success.
Right.
But let's take a step back for a second
Okay.
and look at how they actually got to this point.
Yeah.
So they kind of burst onto the scene back in June 2023.
Mhm.
And their IPO generated a lot of enthusiasm.
It's understandable.
Yeah. I mean, the idea that AI revolutionizing healthcare is incredibly exciting.
Right.
So what were some of the key factors that contributed to that early success?
Well, I think the concept of personalized, data-driven medicine really resonated with investors.
Yeah.
But Tempus AI had more than just a great idea, you know? They had a solid foundation built on strategic partnerships
Right.
and a really clear vision for the future.
So like what kind of partnerships are we talking about?
Well, for example, one of their earliest and most significant collaborations
Okay.
was with Google.
Oh, wow. Google.
Yeah.
Google's a powerhouse in AI.
Exactly.
What did that partnership look like?
So they worked together to develop algorithms that
Oh.
were capable of analyzing just massive amounts of patient data
Right.
with the goal of predicting patient outcomes
Hmm.
and identifying the most effective treatments.
Okay.
So imagine taking all that complex medical information and turning it into actionable insights.
That's a game changer.
Yeah.
So they had Google on board.
Right.
Who else did they team up with?
Another crucial partnership was with Amazon Web Services,
Okay.
or AWS.
Okay.
They needed serious computing power for data storage and processing,
Right.
and AWS provided that.
Okay.
So these partnerships were really crucial for Tempus AI
Yeah.
to scale their operations
Mhm.
and accelerate their research and development.
So it sounds like they were already making big strides,
Absolutely.
even before Olivia came along.
They were establishing themselves as a force in precision medicine,
Okay.
working with numerous hospitals and cancer centers
Yeah.
to implement their AI-powered tools.
Okay.
So Olivia was really a significant step forward
Okay.
as it marked their move into consumer-facing healthcare solutions.
So they were taking their expertise in AI and data analytics
Right.
and making it accessible to everyone.
Exactly.
That's a brilliant.
It really democratizes access to this kind of personalized healthcare information.
Yeah, like having a personal health advocate available at any time.
Right.
And with the integration of wearable devices,
Mm-hmm.
Olivia can provide even more personalized insights.
Yeah.
Based on activity levels, sleep patterns, heart rate, all that real-time data.
Exactly.
It's incredible how AI can analyze all that
Yeah,
and provide customized recommendations.
for sure.
Tempus AI seems to be doing some truly groundbreaking work.
I agree.
But let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
that negative earnings per share.
Right.
Is that a cause for concern for potential investors?
So it's definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that growth-focused companies,
Okay.
especially in, innovative sectors like
Yeah.
AI healthcare,
Yeah.
often prioritize reinvestment over short-term profits.
Okay.
So they're pouring resources back into R&D.
Right.
They're betting on AI's transformative potential in healthcare. And judging by their revenue growth and the positive response to Olivia, it seems like a smart move.
It sounds like a calculated risk.
Yeah.
But are there any other potential downsides?
Of course, no investment is without risk.
Right.
And the healthcare technology landscape is constantly evolving.
For sure.
New challenges can appear at any moment.
So like what?
Well, one major hurdle for any company in the healthcare space is navigating the complex web of regulations.
Right.
New medical technologies often face intense scrutiny from regulatory bodies, which can be a lengthy and costly process.
Makes sense. I mean, patient safety is paramount.
Absolutely.
Are there any other potential challenges on the horizon?
Well, data privacy is another major concern.
Okay.
Tempus AI handles massive amounts of sensitive patient data.
Right.
So ensuring its security and privacy is absolutely crucial.
Of course.
Any data breaches or privacy scandals would be devastating for their reputation and could have serious legal consequences.
So they need to be incredibly vigilant.
Absolutely.
About data security.
For sure.
Now, what about competition? Are there other companies out there trying to do similar things?
Absolutely. The healthcare technology sector is fiercely competitive.
Yeah.
With established players and agile startups all vying for market share.
So how do they stand out?
Well, one of Tempus AI's key advantages is their focus on precision medicine.
Okay.
Which personalizes treatment plans based on a patient's unique characteristics.
Right.
But other companies are also investing heavily in AI and healthcare. So Tempus AI needs to constantly innovate to stay ahead.
It sounds like a constant race.
It is.
To develop the most effective healthcare solutions.
Right.
So how does an investor weigh all these factors?
Right.
The potential, the risks, the competition.
It's a delicate balancing act.
Yeah.
You need to look at the company's financials, their leadership team, their track record of innovation, the competitive landscape, and of course, overall market trends.
And it's important to have a healthy risk tolerance.
Absolutely.
Especially when investing in emerging technologies where there's always a level of uncertainty.
Right. You're betting on the future, believing that this company can disrupt the status quo and create something truly transformative.
And in the case of Tempus AI, they're betting on AI to revolutionize healthcare as we know it.
Exactly.
So while there are risks, the potential rewards are immense.
They are.
I mean, just imagine earlier disease detection.
Right.
More effective treatments. And healthcare that's more accessible and affordable.
That's the dream.
It's an inspiring vision.
It is.
But for now, let's shift our focus to Tempus AI's journey through the stock market.
All right, let's delve into the world of stock performance and see what we can learn.
Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast. We've been talking about Tempus AI's impressive journey, and now it's time to really dive into their stock market performance.
It's been quite a ride.
Yeah, so since their IPO back in June 2023, there have been ups and downs, but the overall trend has been positive.
It has, especially lately.
So let's rewind to the beginning.
Okay.
What was the initial reaction to their IPO?
Well, there was a lot of excitement surrounding their debut.
Yeah.
Investors were eager to get in on AI healthcare. And Tempus AI was viewed as a leader in that space.
So their stock price took off right away.
Well, they performed well initially.
Okay.
But like many newly public companies, they experienced some volatility in the early days.
Right.
The market was still assessing the potential and the long-term viability of their business model.
That makes sense. It takes time for any company.
Yeah.
Especially one in such a, disruptive industry like AI healthcare.
Right.
To really prove themselves.
Exactly. And remember, this was all happening against the backdrop of a challenging economic environment.
Right.
With inflation, interest rate hikes, and global uncertainty.
So it wasn't all smooth sailing for Tempus AI at first.
Not entirely.
Okay.
There were times when their stock price dipped as investors grappled with those larger economic concerns and, the inherent risks of investing in emerging technologies.
But they were able to overcome those challenges.
They did.
Okay, how?
Well, their consistent delivery on promises played a key role in building that resilience.
Okay.
They continued to form partnerships, expand their operations, and most importantly, demonstrate the real-world value of their technology.
And they weren't just talking about AI. They were producing tangible results.
Exactly, and that builds trust with investors and drives that long-term growth.
And then came Olivia, their AI health concierge app.
And things really accelerated.
It seems like Olivia was a real turning point.
Olivia was a game changer. It showed they were committed to bringing personalized health insights, not just to hospitals and healthcare providers, but to individuals.
It was a smart move to tap into that growing demand for consumer-focused healthcare solutions.
For sure.
And the market reacted positively.
Yes, they did. We saw that huge stock surge on January 21st. Fueled by the launch of Olivia and, of course, Nancy Pelosi's well-timed investment.
That was a power move.
It was.
That really got people talking.
It certainly did. It created a lot of buzz and momentum, pushing their stock price to new heights.
So what's next for Tempus AI? What does the future hold?
Well, they're in an excellent position to build on their success. They have a solid foundation, a track record of innovation, and a product that's generating a lot of excitement.
They have the potential to achieve great things.
They do.
But they can't afford to rest on their laurels.
The healthcare technology landscape is constantly changing. So they need to stay ahead of the curve, anticipate trends, and continue delivering value to their customers.
That means more research, more innovation.
Absolutely.
And perhaps even more strategic partnership.
Exactly. They need to push the boundaries of what's possible with AI in healthcare.
It's an exciting time to be following this company.
It certainly is.
It really raises questions about the future of healthcare. Are we moving towards a more personalized AI-driven approach?
Yeah, it's a question worth considering.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's Investing Talk podcast.
Okay.
We covered a lot of ground, from Tempus AI's innovative approach to healthcare, their new product, Olivia, their financial performance and stock market journey.
Yeah, it's been a great discussion.
It has. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment.
Please do.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on Tempus AI.
Thanks for listening.